One of the things that we get asked quite a bit at Hydroviv is why we make sure that every drinking water filter that we sell is rated for lead, even if the municipality says there's no lead in the water. Now, there's a couple of reasons for this specifically, but they all kind of fall into the same bucket. The reality of the situation is your municipality has no idea what the levels of lead are that are coming out of your faucet. Now, when they're talking about no lead in the water, they're typically talking about one of two things. Number one, they're saying that the source water does not contain lead, or they're saying that the water coming out of their treatment plant does not contain lead. Now, that's great, and we applaud them for that, but the reality is that's not where lead enters people's drinking water. Lead enters the drinking water as it's flowing through the pipes to the faucet. So if your home has a lead service pipe, or if your home has lead in the internal plumbing and the brass or in the fixtures, you can have lead in your water even if the water leaving your water treatment plant has no lead in it. That's a big reason for us. Number two is a lot of the times the cities will kind of use mushy language to say that they don't have lead in the water and that they're compliant with everything that has to do with EPAs, regulations. Now, this is something that we get a little bit angry about at Hydroviv because EPA's lead and copper rule has loopholes in it that are big enough to drive a truck through. We've seen EPA's lead and copper rule fail over and over again. We saw it fail in Flint, we saw it fail in Newark, New Jersey, we're seeing it fail in Portland, Oregon. Like, you can have really, really high levels of lead and still your city is still completely within compliance of the EPA's lead and copper rule. So we could talk for hours about the deficiencies of that rule at EPA, but sometimes it's just better to be safe than sorry, and that's just kind of a decision that we make at Hydroviv.